Hey guys, I am Gautam and welcome to GMX. In this video, I am going to talk about one confusion about JAM 2019 question paper, and that is about the degrees of freedom, the number of degrees of freedom, which is the answer should be 4, but some of you told me that the answer may be 3. Okay, so how it's not 3 and how it is 4, I am going to talk about this in that particular video. So the question was like that: the number of degrees of freedom of an Higgs molecule that is constant to translate along a straight line but doesn't have any constraints for its rotational and vibration. So here everything is about the word constant. So constant, here you can think about this word about constant means fixed. So here the number of degrees of freedom, you know that Hbr, which is a diatomic molecule, diatomic heteronuclear molecule, so it should have the total number of translational degrees of freedom should be 3. Okay, because as the molecule should be one atomic, monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic, polyatomic, whatever. The number of degrees of freedom should be 3 in case of translational mode of motion, because for every case, every molecule can translate towards x direction, y direction, and z direction in 3-dimensional array, 3-dimensional in all of these directions. So that's why for every kind of molecule, the translational mode of motion should be 3. But here one things, everything is about the word constant. Constant means you can think about the fixed. So here it's fixed. It says that it can translate along the x-axis or along a straight line. That should be a straight line, maybe towards x-axis, y-axis, or z-axis. So only one axis. So that's why the translational mode of motion should be 1. And it says that the rotational and vibrational mode of motion doesn't have any kind of constraints. So, or doesn't follow any constraints. Okay, so that means that translational and vibrational mode of motion are free from any fixing. So that's why translational and rotational mode of motion will show as it should be. Okay, but the vibrational and rotational mode of motion show whatever that should be as well as vibrational mode of motion should be, like for diatomic molecule that is fixed, and for rotational it also should be fixed. But for translational mode of motion, you have to consider only one mode of motion, one degree of freedom, because it is constant, it is fixed towards one direction. Which direction? X, Y, or Z axis, or not and. Okay, and that's why the answer should be the translational mode of motion should be 1, and then instead of 3. Okay, and then for rotational and vibrational, you know that diatomic molecule, so it has 2 rotational mode of motion, and that's why it has 2 more degrees of freedom, that is 2 plus 1, 2 rotational and 1 translational, 3. And of course it's a linear molecule, so 3n minus 5 number of vibrational mode of motion, that is 3, and n is here 2, that is diatomic molecule, so 3 into 2 minus 5, that is 1 vibrational mode of motion. That's why the total number of mode of motion 1, 2 and 1, that is translational 1, rotational 2, vibrational 1. So that is why the answer should be total 4. Okay, and thus it is 4. It's not about the only translational mode of motion. Okay, so you have to understand the question, what they have asked. They had asked in their question in that exam. Okay, so that's all about this question. And some of you asked me about the question, that the question is valid or not, the question is wrong or not. Okay, so it's JAM, so most of the question may not be wrong, but so of course I am not telling that no question can be wrong. Last year in JAM 2018, one question was the options were incorrect. Okay, that's why everyone got full marks in that particular question. So if this year also the question was wrong, then you can have the full marks. Everyone will get the full marks. Okay, so that's not the matter of fact, but this question I am talking about this question. So this question is totally correct, and the answer will be 4, not 3. Okay, so that's all about this video. Okay, and thanks for watching.